Coming up next is Ethan, who also wants to talk about the Christian God being evil. Ethan, if you can hear me, please provide me
Hello,
with your
hello. Can you
age.
hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, you're quite loud. Give
Oh,
me a
sorry.
second.
Let me.
Ethan,
Is that better?
yeah, that's fine. Ethan, can you provide me with your age and pronouns, please?
I am 26 years old. I'm a guy. He, him.
All right.
That last debate was nauseating. I will say that was very hard to listen to. That kid was very dumb. Look
Well,
forward to a good debate. I haven't been on a public debate like this before. Is there any rules or any things I can't say?
I don't have any rules except don't say slurs.
Don't say slurs. Damn it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. All right. So would you like me to start or?
Yep. Oh, I'll just start. I believe the Christian God is
Okay.
evil. Do you disagree? And if so, why?
Yeah, I disagree, and I think that the replacement of nihilism is the true evil in the world, and that unfortunately the Christian faith is the best example we have of a God to look to. And I think that what's been replaced with the Christian faith, and which is nihilism, has led to much more evil in the world. Because when people believe they're spinning out of control in a godless universe, they lead to a lot more antisocial violence, and they look at people as mere matter that you can do anything to. Do you disagree with that?
Yeah, about 1,000%.
Why do you disagree with that?
I think to equate nihilism specifically to people committing acts of evil is a little weird because I'm not specifically talking about whether or not I believe Christians are evil and whether or not I believe Christians commit evil acts. I'm talking specifically about the God of Christianity. And I would say the God of
Okay.
Christianity has committed the most atrocious acts of anybody ever in the history of ever.
Okay, give me some examples of what you think God has done that is very evil.
Sure, commanding genocides, commanding rape, uh him killing a bunch of people, him actively committing his own genocides, endorsing slavery, allowing for slavery, allowing for sex slavery. All of those things are pretty evil.
Now, do you hold a specific gripe with the Christian God, or do you hold the other monotheistic gods to the standard as well?
I don't really think it matters one way or the other because, like, today specifically I'm talking about the Christian God. But to answer the question, I would
Yeah.
hold any being that did the things in the Old Testament to the same standard. So that means the God of the Jewish religion falls under that because that's the same Old Testament God, and the God of Islam is the same Old Testament God. So they would both fall under this
That's
same
fair.
standard.
Okay. Now, would you say that there are things that are maybe beyond our comprehension and our understanding that, I mean, what is good, what is evil? I mean, would you argue, do you think it's fair to argue that God is kind of the definition and the ground of goodness, and
No,
evil is more of a privation?
no. I think that God can say what he believes is good or evil, but I don't believe that God sets the moral standard. Or if he does, he sets a moral standard for us. He should then follow himself. Right? It can't be wrong for us to do it, but okay for him to do it, right? I think that when it comes to God, like, I can't think of a reason why rape would be good. So
You're
God,
speaking more a lot of like the Old Testament stuff, right? Because I mean, most of that stuff that I think you would cite as
well,
examples like
it's the same God.
genocides and commanding rapes and killing of babies and stuff that was in the Old Testament, which was a fallen world, right? So
Yeah,
I
it's
think
the
it's a
same
lot
God.
different context to analyze that than the modern, like the modernity.
Yeah, but it's the same God. So, like, the God of the Old Testament is the same God as the New Testament, and he's a timeless being. So what he views as right or wrong wouldn't change because he exists in all times at all times. So if something is wrong to him, it should always be wrong. So if raping someone is wrong, it should always be wrong. Always. He should never then tell someone to do it or command that it happens.
Okay, so so I guess I can't because do you believe in God? I guess I want to ask.
No,
Are you atheist?
I'm an atheist, yes.
You're an atheist. Okay, so you are 100% sure that God doesn't exist.
Correct.
So you're not an agnostic atheist.
No.
Okay, you're fat and you're gay.
Whoop-de-doo. That's the funniest concession that I've ever seen, bro. That is the craziest way to concede the conversation. Jesus Christ.